Welcome back to another Porsche Car Whisperer video. If this is your first time checking out my channel, my name is Mason Gilchrist and I cover everything Porsche. And today we're going to be going over the Taycan and what are some of the changes we're going to find from model year 2022 to model year 2023. So let's go ahead and get into it. So before I get started discussing what are some of the model year changes for the Taycan coming to 2023, I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for your support here on my YouTube channel. When I started this journey just a little over 2 years ago, I didn't really think it was going to be possible to hit that 10,000 subscriber milestone, as it was just so far in the distance. And now we're getting very, very close, and I wouldn't be able to reach this milestone without each and every one of you. So as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway, and I'm really excited about it. It includes an experience up at the Porsche Experience Center in Los Angeles and a brand new 992 911. So be on the lookout for this giveaway coming probably within the next week or so on how you guys can enter to win an experience. And I will be also meeting you up at the track in Carson to meet you and of course share in our Porsche passion together and watch you go around the track. So super excited. So please be on the lookout for this giveaway, as I want to give back to you guys for all of your support. Now, for model year 23 on the Taycan, I always like to talk about when can we start configuring that next model year. So this actually started happening April 27th of 2022. That's when we could start configuring the Taycan for this next model year. Now, the production of the Taycan is going to be going here in July. So within the next month or so, this next model year will start being produced. And then we'll start seeing the cars slowly being phased in August of 22. So that's when you should expect the cars to start arriving to your Porsche dealership. Now, let's go ahead and start talking about what are some of the changes to the pricing of the Taycan for model year 23. Unfortunately, like everything else in our lives today, the pricing is going up. Gas prices, food prices, the Porsches and the Taycan are no different. So it's going to range anywhere from about $2,400 up to a $4,000 increase depending on the particular Taycan variant. So be on the lookout. If you're having trouble maybe speccing a Taycan and keeping it under a certain amount, it's because the prices have been increasing. And I'll be doing some build videos as I've done in the past, trying to keep each particular model under a certain amount. So be on the lookout for those here in the very near future. But unfortunately, the pricing is going up. Now, talking about the standard equipment changes for model year 23, some of you may have seen this on your model year 2022 as they started to phase this in as of January 22, and that is something we call Cluster 37 for the PCM. So this is going to change that main screen there in your center console. And they've got some pretty cool stuff that has been happening for some of the model year 22s and now has come to the model year 2023. All the tiles are now going to be color on the left-hand side, and there's also an increase of how many tiles you'll see there on the left-hand side. We also have native Spotify integration as part of the PCM for model year 23. Android Auto is now wirelessly available, which I know a lot of you Android users have been waiting for the Taycan to get wireless Android Auto, so instead of having to wire it in as we have for model year 21 and some of the model year 2022s. We also have improvements to the Porsche voice pilot. That's the "Hey Porsche," and then you can say a phrase. There's some improvements to that, as well as the charging planner and the navigation. I don't know exactly what all those updates are quite yet, but if I find out, and as soon as I do, I'll certainly let each and every one of you know. In the past, we've had two different options for wheels on the standard rear-wheel drive Taycan that looked very, very similar. One was the Taycan Aero S wheel, which has black accents, and before that, we just had the Aero wheel that didn't have any black accents there on the inside. Long story short, that standard wheel that didn't have the black accents, no longer available. So you're going to automatically see a Taycan Aero S wheel with the black accents that we've seen on the 4S as standard. Now that's the same standard wheel for the rear-wheel drive Taycan. We're going to unfortunately have removal of the rear footwell lighting, so that is now going to be going away, so you will not be having that, as well as the removal of lockable wheel bolts on each of the wheels. So now that's actually going to be an option, which is really weird because historically Porsche has always had that as standard. Now it's going to be an option. So please be looking out for the wheel accessories section of the configurator to add locking wheel lugs to each of your four wheels to protect it from potentially being stolen. So again, please be on the lookout for that. Something else that's coming to the Taycan models and all of them is something that we call the fixed panoramic roof with variable light control. This is a super cool fixed panoramic roof where you can have 3 different styles. You can either have it all the way open, so you're letting a lot of sunlight come through. You can have it partially closed off, where only some of the sections are going to be keeping the light from coming in, or all the way closed. And it's this liquid crystal that actually goes through the glass to make it shaded and almost frosted over. It's really, really cool feature. So be on the lookout if you're speccing your Taycan and you want to be able to maybe close it off a little bit more. Look out for this option. You can either add it as a separate option, or you can add it as an upgrade for the premium package. So the fixed panoramic roof with variable light control is coming to all of the Taycan models. We've had something called the Porsche Dash Cam here for a little bit, and now that we're going to automatically have the pre-wiring in the Taycan for this, and then you can just option the actual dash cam through tech equipment a little bit later, have it installed. This is a great use if you're maybe going to the track in your Taycan, or even just from day-to-day driving. Maybe you were getting an accident, you can have proof of maybe everything that has happened. So that's always a great option. But that pretty much wraps up all of the model year 23 changes for the Taycan. We're not seeing a bunch of changes this year. Colors are all going to be the same, and all the interior options and everything else is going to be the same. But if you guys have any questions about the model year 23 changes, or any questions about Porsche in general, please leave it down in the comments below. I really appreciate all your guys' support, and we'll see you guys in the next model year 23 changes video. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.